Okay. Nice. He's very nice. Why is it that it looks so much better on my main TV than it does on my computer or my laptop? True. It's just, it has more colors, what I'm saying. I don't even know how the audio is. How's the audio? Oh, it doesn't seem too bad. Okay. As always, you'll spend the first 5 minutes troubleshooting and getting everything set up. There we go. Device. Contrast, color intensity. Maybe this will help. Oh. Hey! I mean, I now look like Donald Trump on my TV, but I mean, I look a little better, I guess.
Well, don't do the Donald Trump.
No, I mean by the how tan I am. It's just orange.
Don't do it. Just leave it natural.
Okay, let me bring it back down. Chelsea says I need to do that. The editor and all. Welcome, viewers, YouTubers, and friends alike. I am Mango Smoothie Man, and welcome to a channel update video, which new schedule, ideas, and whatnot. Okay, so let me get to the point here. Channel update video, also Q&A, so if you guys have any questions, post it. I have my computer right here. I can see your guys' stuff. So, there we go. Today is just going to be a general chat about how the, channel's going to be. There really hasn't been much change, I guess, other than like the recent change from releasing some videos as edited ones and other versions as streams. Now, I haven't gotten much feedback on those. It seems like nobody really cares. But there are people who have been watching those videos very consistently. So, I want to thank everybody who's been, watching those videos and following up on those. I'm having an absolute blast, and I'll be playing a story about my uncle at 3:30 this afternoon in the same format. So, channel updates. Currently finishing the touches on a Patreon page. That's going to be up by Sunday. If not, I'd like to have it up by tonight. I have a fresh new Discord with a bunch of stuff. I spent the last last month or so, learning how to use Discord, its advantages, disadvantages. I've been getting really good with the OBS and connecting everything. Now, there's a lot of channel stuff. Like, if you read my About page and stuff, Chelsea's the one who usually handles and edits those. My personal ultimate goal is not only to be able to do more gameplay videos, which I love so much. I also want to create a nice community, a community that is, friends. We work together, people who want to play on servers and actually build together, build a city, work together, grow, check out the next big game. I do see a lot of channels out there that are very niche, and that's not bad at all. I mean, somebody who builds their channel solely on Ark is great, but I feel like Ark is eventually going to die out. People are eventually going to get tired of it, and I'm going to get tired of it too eventually, and then I will probably come back 6 months later with a spark of genius to just get into building and have so much fun with it again. And that's kind of how I am when it comes to a lot of these games. It kind of wavers depending on my community and who I'm working with. At one point, I had support of friends when I was hosting my own server off of an Xbox, and I was so excited about them playing. Then they stopped playing, but I was still excited because I was, pretty reassured that they're coming back. I ended up building like a massive base, which I should do a little thing about that. And it just kind of stopped at one point, and I was like, no one's going to ever play on this server. And I mean, at that point, I had the server up non-stop, and nobody ever played. So it was kind of a bummer. I mean, I don't really have a community that I'm part of. So it's kind of weird that I'm like, hey, let's lead a community, but I'm all by myself in this train. And it's not a bad thing because, you know, everybody who has been watching the videos and supporting the channel are just amazing. And this is a chance to get people into the Discord where they can keep chatting and get more into it. And not just that, they can also support the channel and help the channel keep going, growing, and thriving. I am changing up certain things, like I'm going to be doing update videos or Q&A videos, if you will, every weekend from now on, every noon on Saturdays. Done. That's my Saturdays are going to be, you know, this, probably some other stuff. I have to change my videos, like for my late night streaming with Chelsea and Steffi, or Rosemarin or Perkapop, or Toot Loops for some of those who are watching my old streams with her on there. Mainly because Arc is not going over very well. People don't want to see live streaming that. They want to see bases. They want to see captures. They want to see all the interesting bits. And Chelsea, their time is only limited to, say, Wednesdays, which they've already set time aside to play with me, and Saturday nights. So Arc videos are probably going to be pulled away from streams, and I'm going to be getting those more down to edited videos. This last stream, my apologies if people watched through almost the whole thing, is basically just a bunch of boring jumbo mumbo, and the last, 2 hours are the interesting bit. No, about last 2 hours the interesting bit, but there's a good 30-minute section where we can't do anything because it's night, you know, and it's really, really dark. If you want me to spoil it for you, and I'm sorry if I'm spoiling for you. Long story short, we went out to go on an adventure to get beavers. We then found beavers. Almost lost my horse. Chelsea had some misfortune dealing with dinos and almost lost a level 135 beaver. My level 90 turned out beautifully. On the way back, I accidentally fell off of a cliff because I was going to just jump off into the water and solve a lot of problem. That kind of led to some weird things where the beaver ended up getting stuck in a cliff somehow. Nobody could find it. I whistled for it. I couldn't find it. But then I got their beaver down, and I set them here, and I was like, good, we're done. We're set. And I left, and I had to run all the way back up there a weird way to get the beaver. When I got up there to get the beaver, by the time I was able to get back down, Chelsea and Steffi have got down, and they started being attacked by Diplodocus and a phallic horse. Well, with a general inexperience and me can't see anything because I couldn't find anybody, I was running around trying to recover all the dinos and kill them because I'm the highest level player. I ended up losing Rose. So if you guys were watching the other series, Rose is dead, unfortunately. And we ended up losing Baneberry, which was the newly tamed higher level beaver. Unfortunately. So we still have a beaver. But on the bright side, I'll be able to tame up a new 150 and maybe even get that 150 unicorn I've been trying to get. Something without all the stats rolled into food. I hate that. That happens all the time. That and oxygen for the horses. I don't need the oxygen for horses. Not that much anyways. So, there's the end of that one. Summed that. I'm not seeing too many questions in chat. So, I guess we should just cover over what is the change in schedule. So, I'm replacing 2 of my video uploads, which is 4 video, or 2 of my game uploads, which is 4 videos, with streams. These are story-oriented games. They don't require a ridiculous amount of gathering and leveling. It's just very, let's do this. They're usually puzzle-solving games and stuff like this. Believe it or not, I would consider Metro 2033 to fall into that category. However, I am enjoying it, and I'm going to still put that out as normal episodes. I can't stream absolutely everything. You know what I mean? Now, as you all know, I do currently upload 4 days a week. So, or 4 days, 5 days a week. So 4 of those days have one of those videos in there, and they'll alternate. They'll be, you know, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, probably in the afternoon set around the 3:30 mark. My normal Wednesday stream is still going to be going on. We're probably going to change up the game. Ark will probably be played intermittently throughout the week or on the weekends, since that's kind of the only time that Steffi or Chelsea has available. We probably won't do that, or we might not play till Sunday. So it really depends. I'm kind of in the air about where my Saturday streams are going to go. I know at one point they were really fun to watch because, a lot of people liked the games. We were playing Path of Exile, Diablo, Titanfall with Steffi. There's some other games I was wanting to get in there. I want to get those back, but I don't know if 8:30 is the best time to stream them. I do have a lot of fun with it. This Saturday night, I will actually be doing an early stream after the 3:30 stream. Probably about... I'm not entirely sure now, darn it. Because I was thinking of scheduling, because we have to cook dinner. Chelsea, what time did we need to cook dinner tonight, or were we going to do that later? Before we play games with Steffi at 8:30? Okay. So what I'll probably do is stream some right about 5:30ish till closer to 7. And that'll probably be like Diablo or something different than, Ark. Like I said, Ark is going to be recorded and it's going to be moved to episodes. Now, I'm starting to get more and more games and I do not have editors. So I kind of have to move what I can edit in and out of schedules. So I apologize if some games that you guys really, really wanted to play. Yes, I have Diablo 3. I have videos of Diablo 3. I should have a playlist of it. I might not have. I might have streamed it and then I only streamed it a couple of times and didn't put it in the playlist. Thank you, Casey. Yeah, I know, right? Chelsea loves playing that game, so that I think we'll probably play tonight. Then after 7 o'clock, I actually have to get off at a good time because I have to cook dinner and then we have to do everything with Steffi. Sundays, I am taking classes for several things, included and not limited to, voice acting and, coding. Mainly because I really like playing my Space Engineers game and I was interested to find out more about how that works. So we've got that. So Sundays will kind of be empty. So my apologies in advance. That's kind of how they've been, though. Monday night streams. That is kind of the thing here. One thing that's going to be put in stone. I'm going to be doing Monday night streams for sure. And I'm a little hesitant to say Friday. So my current stream nights will end up actually being Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. So that's Saturday is going to kind of fluctuate depending on time until I can get something solid with Steffi and Chelsea and kind of work up a schedule with them. Nice. Okay. Sounds like fun. So some of these games I only end up playing when I have Chelsea around, by the way. So just a heads up there, you might not see them until I play again with Chelsea. And that's mainly because I spend so much time doing the videos. Nice. Wizard class. Why are you giving me problems, OBS? Give me a second here. Oh, I guess I don't have a bunch of stuff. So why are you causing me hassle? Okay. Anywho's. I do spend over 40 hours a week editing, shooting, getting all that set up. By streaming some of those games, I've saved myself like 10 hours. And in turn, I have rolled that into other projects of time that I needed, which was finishing the Patreon, any kind of other organized thing that I'm kind of working on. I would love to eventually host servers. Yeah, for my favorite games. I've got a lot of favorite games. Well, I guess I don't have a lot of favorite games, but a lot of the ones I like to play with a bunch of people do have servers as options. And I do toy around with Steam stuff. I don't know if any of you guys are huge Steam fans, but what you can do is just basically like make a wish list and go through everything And I kind of wait for things to go on sale to be able to play them. But if I see one of my other YouTubers I watch play, I try it. Usually a lot of the games from like Wasted Space, Captain Shack, those guys are the ones I really get into. RPG, survival, explorer, builder things. Something with a good building element always gets me. Oh, see, look at this. I digress now. I need to get a step back. So that's, like I said with the streams, that's mainly the changes. It's going to be Mondays are now for sure stream night. That one is going to kind of change in game a little bit. Currently, it's going to end up being like Space Engineers, maybe Medieval Engineers. It just depends on what's going on and if I'm what I'm going to play. Then we got Wednesday nights and Saturday nights. Those are the for sure stream lights. Now, I know I used to stream on Thursdays. And I used to stream at 3:30s on Thursdays, and that's now taken up by the slot for my video. I don't know if people want me to keep streaming as much as I have been. Mainly because I feel like I oversaturate the video or oversaturate the, the playlists with videos that are just boring things, if you will. Because those games, those live stream games I like to play, those require a lot of off-screen time. A lot, especially the Ark. Since I'm on a server that I'm hosting with only like me, Perkapop, Rosemarin, and a couple friends of mine, and it's just us three, I kind of have to be the one to go log in, build everything and stuff, because those guys are super busy as it is. Chelsea already runs a full-time job and all of the channel stuff and also freelance work, so she's super busy. Watch the updates. $400 watching? I don't know. I don't think I've ever had a stream that had 400 people watching. That's okay though. And like I said, it's the reason why I'm I'm putting them the way they is so I can keep streaming interesting things. Ark, I have to spend a lot of time grinding, getting materials. I don't cheat at all in that Ark. As much as I wanted to save my horse. I don't cheat. Enough said. Same thing with my Space Engineers. I have to do it all legit. I may download mods, but if the mod is too OP, I axe it. Because it's kind of killing the base gameplay. Yes, and thank you very much for watching. My thing is... Okay, so the Ark streams. If you guys actually could... I guess you guys can't look at my page. If I go back and I look through my page, let me pull it up right here. Oopsies, don't want to bump that. When I look through streams of mine that happen to be very uninteresting, Ark was the problem, and it was super, super, super boring. Space Engineers actually had a lot of people watching, so that's why I'm not getting rid of that, because I really do like playing it, and people seem to just like it when I goof around. Just certain aspects of like when I'm only mining, I like with Space Engineers, what I'll do is and this happens a lot, so it's, if you guys find my Steam, by the way, mango_s_man, you'll see that I have like a ridiculous amount of hours logged. You know what, let me click it, let me find it right here. I want to see how many hours I actually have logged into Steam, or not Steam, but Space Engineers, because of this. I will play, but, because where is it? So it says I've logged like 357 hours, and it says last played yesterday. What I'll do sometimes in my survival version, which I haven't yet, is, oh, I'm going to wait for everything to catch up on my video thing. There you go. I'll let it play for the afternoon while I have my nanites mining or a bunch of materials refining. So there's a lot of time on there. So I feel really bad when some people pop in and are like, "Hey man," and I'm like, "No, I'm not a pro. A lot of this is like me learning single player stuff." I've been doing creative streams with Gamers Nation as of late, and I have a lot of fun with those. Mainly because there's a lot of ideas that I just can't do in survival. I'm looking at getting back into survival, so we'll keep an eye on that. But I also have like a ridiculous amount of mods. Oh, let me change my orientation. So, yeah, to bring it all back to what you were saying, Casey, about the about streams and people actually watching them. That's why I'm adding an extra one, a for sure one. I will still stream probably periodically in between those days. It just kind of depends on my schedule and how much work I have left. That's kind of how I've been doing my streams. I've made 2 streams for sure, and then the other ones were just based off of workload. Like this last Friday, I was so busy last night, I didn't stream at all. And I usually have been streaming on Friday nights, Space Engineers Creative Building. And then I do the same thing on Monday. So, like I said, it depends on my workload. Now that I was able to kind of re-majigger all of it around, it's now more possible to do that. But like I said, the more games I stream that are, different types of games, the more I have to play offline to be able to really, fully enjoy it and build something useful. And that's where community comes in. Yeah. A dramatic look at this, right? Having a gaming community allows for me to not always have to constantly play to build something useful, and it allows for me to like feature other people's works, say in Ark. If Chelsea and Steffi are very inactive because of their life habits, and neither of them are super big avid players of the game. I was, but now I'm so busy it's hard to. So I still play it periodically. I still log in every morning, by the way, to see if I can find a unicorn. I have not found a unicorn. Oh, I have found them. I just keep killing them so I could get a higher level unicorn, because I don't want to have a level 30 unicorn. Come on. Who wants a level 30 unicorn? You want a level 150 max tame unicorn, right? So that's where, like I was saying, community comes in, and you'll see this in a lot of other people who live stream big games that they like. Why is my internet so slow? Is your stuff all linked to the main internet, hon? Oh, it's you. Quit downloading shit. You're full of butts, aren't you? Stop. You're literally causing my stream to freeze out. Yeah, but your laptop is sucking up all the bandwidth. We have found out that that's kind of the problem, by the way. Anytime my streams are having any issues, it's because Chelsea's on the internet with her Apple devices. Don't know why. Chelsea is currently working on the Patreon. Well, how about you take a break and relax? Yes, I insist. Sit back and relax and read some of your favorite stuff. This will give, make sure to shut your laptop, and this will give the stream some more data. Thank you, darling. You're amazing. I'll probably notice a lot less lags. I was talking about community importance, wasn't I? Ah, yes. You'll notice a lot of people streaming any of those games, that are like the MMOs or any of that have like building and stuff. They are part of a community, or they have other YouTubers who are super avid into playing that game, that they can kind of log in and then do a, hey, check this out. And then they can just stream them doing whatever, and you can actually see progress. And that's where I feel like I do have a pretty okay modem, actually. I guess I'm still having lag issues, so that's no good. Maybe, do I have my... Oh, I have you playing. That might also be a problem. Let me switch off of you. Anyways, it's not just modem, it's also internet support. Like, my modem does a pretty good job, to be honest with you. It's just, it costs a lot of money. And that's part of the reason why Patreon is going to be a thing. Having support allows for me to change content and materials and stuff. Like, okay, so anyways, let me fall back to that, and then I'll get to Patreon stuff in a moment. So yeah, that's where I felt like we were having issues with Ark is that there was never any advancements. And if there was, it was so small and unnoticeable that nobody would care. And I mean, I thinking from my perspective, I'm like, dude, I would be so bored. Like, just coming back to where absolutely no progression at all, and then you spend the whole time doing nothing. And I mean, I like the talks and chats that we have back and forth, but Steffi, Chelsea, and I are vastly different in our interests. And those guys are not, other than Steffi, are not really into the game scene and like the new technology and stuff like I am. So I end up being quiet most of the time, which is kind of a bummer. Not really for me, but I mean other people. And like I said, I see it zero out with like nobody watching ever. So, yeah, that's why Ark is becoming videos, which is not a bad thing because I'm not deleting the darn thing. I'll still live stream when we go like super cool stuff, but I'm going to be chopping it down to videos just because it's more enjoyable. I will have a whole separate like playlist for those, by the way, so keep an eye out for that. Now, we talked about the three stream days and me still playing intermittently. We also talked about my 4 streams for new games. I also do have to find new games for those slots once I've beaten them, but I'm actually absolutely having so much fun playing these ones, and I'm going to still want to do those kind of streams. Now, cycle over to the Patreon thing. Casey, great idea with the modem. It was a really good idea. Thing is like I said, it's expensive. I did actually recently update the modem. The modem I had before this one, and this is one I had to update right before I started doing YouTube stuff. Oh my gosh, how many years ago? That was 7, maybe like 5 or 6 year old modem. It was really old. Really old. And I ended upgrading it, and it's doing a really good job, and I have updated my internet, but I'm at as far as I can go for cash out of my pocket for this kind of stuff. I don't have nearly as much income as going in as I am putting out. So that's kind of where the Patreon is coming from. I'm not large enough to have an AdSense, but if anybody's been paying attention to the Adpocalypse kind of situation, it really isn't. AdSense is not really making a bunch of money anymore. It's all not subscribers. What is it? Chelsea, what's that? Sponsorships. There you go. That's where everybody's been making their money, is through sponsorships. And I'm not big enough. I need 1,000 subscribers to do sponsorship videos. So, no. 1,000 subscribers, 10,000 views for AdSense. Not for sponsorships. You can start the sponsorship program at 1,000 as far as that's what my thing says. So I want to build a fun gaming community with a Discord and along with this. And like I said, I need support, people, money, more people to play games with. I have had people, cycle in and out of the channel. Nice. Hey, congrats on that. That's awesome. Actually, really, it is awesome. A lot of my friends that I have are not even subscribed. Partially because I haven't bothered to just be like, hey guys, follow me on this. I feel that's kind of shameful. I'm trying to do this channel, and if they find me and they like me, then go right ahead. But I mean, these guys are like heavy gamers, and they rarely watch YouTube videos of other gamers. So I felt like it wasn't even bothering. I didn't want to bother them. Well, nice. Welcome to the table. Not Casey. It's an investment. It really is. It really is. Time, money, effort. I really do enjoy editing the videos, though. I have so much fun. Since I'm so new at this, there's so many changes cycling through the channel on type of editing style and all that other stuff. Since I am the only one editing everything, I kind of change, and I have that option to change it and frequently test out new things here and there. So yes, I recommend everybody keep an eye out. I have my Patreon link. My Patreon link will be put in the description of all my videos going forward. Chelsea's still finishing up a couple of touches. Excuse me, my apologies. So if it's not up by 3:30 tonight, it'll be up by tomorrow. So You'll probably hear about it again on Monday night stream when I go to stream Creative Space Engineers. But yeah, you know, and I want to thank everybody who, even if you don't subscribe, you're supporting the channel by subscribing and liking the videos. You know, the view counts and subscriptions are also very, very important. And some people are like, nah, man, they don't mean nothing, but they do. When you're early on, they serve as the counter to get as your counter. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that is where you go. That is what you need to watch for early on. And after you've reached that goal where you can start making money from AdSense and other stuff, it doesn't matter nearly as much because you have a fan base. But like I said, I want to stray away from fan bases and all that other stuff. I want to shoot more towards a nice gaming community with, you know, fun and action and stuff like that. When you go to see the Patreon, there will be links for goals. The starting goal will probably be an update on equipment and internet together. And the reason is it's always interesting when I see people put a Patreon goal for this much for new microphone. And I'm like, dude, you only need to buy one microphone. Okay, it takes a couple months to get new gear. But like I said, I'm going to explain it more in detail as the goals of where it's going to go. And like I said, it'll be new equipment / internet update, which is important, obviously, because, yeah. And I'm not a fan of my own video quality. I really am not. My audio quality is also kind of crap. I thought it was pretty good until I found out microphones are all the rage. And they're really expensive, man. Like, no kidding. But, I mean, I'm getting fine with the USB mic, as it is. Oh, man. It's just, I've been having so much fun, so it's kind of, it's just weird. It's weird. I don't do very many update videos, which, like I said, I would be doing every Saturday, with Q&A, so if you guys have any questions, let me know. Yeah, it's just kind of odd to be sitting here. I've made a lot of huge changes since I got back from vacation. If anybody remembers that, I had to double up on videos and I had to double edit this entire week to get things going, get things all caught up, and I'm still behind on one video. So, yeah. And I mean, like I said, I'm not here to complain how hard it is. I'm loving this. I'm having so much fun. It's ridiculous. Like, I really, really enjoy it. I mean, I'm stressed out because I need to make something of this, because I do have a deadline. Not very many YouTubers have deadlines, I guess, but I do. The deadline being that once I get to a certain point, I'm not going to shelve the YouTube channel. What'll end up happening is I'll have to dial it back a little bit, mainly because I won't have nearly as much time. I'm going to end up moving to a new town, and that would result in me needing to get extra funds outside of this if I can't manage to make this stable, or at least somewhat viable option. And it's not a bad thing. Like I said, I'll keep doing all the stuff that I normally do. My streams will end up changing in times because I'll have to manage a work schedule around it as well, a more strict work schedule. So that's kind of where we're looking at here. And this is not like a channel update plea for money. I don't like those. I've seen those. Oh my god, please. I've also seen videos where they just played sad music, and I'm like, just be straight with me, man. Just be straight with me. Okay? It takes a lot of time, money, resources to do this stuff. I don't pay my graphic designer girlfriend to do anything, mind you. And she's like $40 an hour normally when it comes to getting any kind of work done, because she does this for a living, graphic designing, I mean. So, I guess it's more of a channel update of, hey, I got a Patreon, feel more than free to subscribe, but I want to get the point across that I want to do a community of people who want to have just as much fun as me. And if you have questions, some basic questions on YouTubing stuff so far, you know, I can definitely answer that. I know I've kind of thrown some stuff down here about what's important early on, and kind of let you know that all of my graphics are done by a graphic designer, not myself in MSN Paint or MS Paint. My apologies for those of whom who make their own. You guys probably do absolutely cray amazing jobs. I am horrible at it. I create my own stuff, and then Chelsea would look at it and go, "Nah, that's crap. I gotta do it." Yeah, the problem with okay, so I guess it's kind of weird. I don't know if people have heard this 1,000 times. YouTube does not make YouTubers that much money unless you get to an astronomical scale, such as Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, all those guys, AdSense wise. It's the subscription. Duh. It's the sponsorship videos that really do actually make them the money. And those still don't roll out for the bigger YouTubers. We are currently in a situation of net neutrality issues. If you have not heard about the net neutrality problem, definitely get in. Please check it out. Turns out the guy who was leading for lobbying the government for net neutrality ended up being appointed the lead for telecommunications in the government. So basically, no need to lobby them. He's just going to push it. So net neutrality would kind of really goof things up. So it's kind of a scary time for anybody who's doing internet stuff. And, you know, from somebody who has, you know, like 130 videos online and, you know, has really invested a ridiculous amount of time already into doing this, and definitely seeing another 50 something videos in the next month or so. One, net neutrality is important. Two, community is important. So definitely make friends, shake hands, meet people, you know, it helps. Three, I would not worry so hardcore about your subscriber count and your views. Views just kind of help. Like I said, it's just a counter early on to help you feel like, hey, you got a direction. But it's honestly, it's the community growth. That's where I'm going to be focusing my attention. That's kind of what I'm going to be excited about when I get more people into the community, more people with that are having fun and have some ideas that they want to roll out through their channels. That even if I don't use the idea on my channel initially, they're at least pushing stuff and trying to revolutionize their own channel in their own way. And like I said, I try to thank everybody all the time, especially in every video, because it's true. Like, it's without supporters, without people watching this stuff, I'm going to be honest with you, it would be kind of a downer, you know, just put out videos and nobody ever watches. That's why it's kind of a bummer when I put something out and nobody ever watches it. I'm like, no. But then I realize, A, I'm small, and B, I am kind of playing a game that's kind of out in right field that no one really ever heard about, so no one's ever going to really search. But if I live stream it, more people see it, which is not a bad thing, but it's a good idea, which is kind of why I'm changing my schedule a little bit. Makes it a little bit easier for people to see the weird or odd games that have been out of the circulation for a little while. Like, except for, well, I can't say anything about Canarium. That one just kind of came out. But something like a story about my uncle, which was, I guess, from what the thing said, published in 2014. So 3 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'm not seeking to try to make a bunch of money off of YouTube. I'm seeking to create a solid community and be able to support myself and my family. I have an... Okay. College Humor made fun of people for doing this because they're like, oh, look, it humanizes me. But hold on. Pop up. Oh, looks like she's just going to cuddle with Chelsea. Oh, no, she's going to come here. Pop up. Oh, my gosh. See? My adorable little puppy. I mean, she's 2 years old, but this is Poppet. By the way, people have been commenting because I don't hear her when I'm listening to my game or when I'm playing on streams. People hear her playing with her squeaky toy and get really confused at, like, what is that sound? Poppet got a hold of a toy that I didn't anticipate her getting, and yeah. She's adorable. See? Okay, Poppet. Let me get you. Oops, oops, duh. No. Sit you down nice and soft. Ah, there you go. Now, another thing outside the Patreon, I know, right? She's like a cross between a Chihuahua and a Rat Terrier. She's actually super quiet, but very fun. Loves attention. She's an attention hog. Like, if you're sleeping in bed, hide your hands and face if she shows up because she's going to lick your face or your hands, oops, until you give her attention. Darn it, I should have, sorry guys, I should turn this off. Just Twitter updates. Oh, man. So, aside from that, another thing that I'm doing that's outside of the realm of Patreon is Mango Swag. Yeah, Mango Man. I'm excited. These shirts are very comfortable. They're from Redbubble. I currently uploaded my Gul Havard logo, which is the logo for my guild. It'll probably be the name of the actual like community if that ends up being the main thing of it. Similar to how Wasted Space and them have Armco, mine would be Gul Havard, which has a pretty awesome logo on it. I actually don't have anything printed out with the logo on it. It's all in the computer.
You have a shirt.
No, with the Gul Havard logo. That shirt hasn't come. It looks awesome. I'm excited. So hit the link. There's a Redbubble link in the description. I'm going to double check to make sure I did put that in there because it should be in there. It's been in there for like, yep, Mango merch. Just click on that link. I do update it periodically. Oop, there we go. Handmade wands and staffs? Now that sounds really interesting. Take it super into magic then, huh? That's really cool. I'll have to check your page out then for sure. I think I have tried to check out your page because you've been on here before. And community. No, not community. Oh, yes. Anonymous Gamer also. Thank you so much for your support with the Recore videos. I was so afraid I was doing such a bad job, but you gave me some good ideas on where to, or like how to portray it. Okay, let me pause it here so it doesn't get weird. Do 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 do. Gotcha. So yeah, get this all straightened up here. Great. Thank you. So I got the Gul Havard logo up, and that's going to be coming in several different colors. I kind of almost see the thing is like when I do these live streams, I keep thinking of like if I was editing this, I'd be panning over pictures of what it looks like, but I can't do it since I don't have the thing. I do. Okay, guys, I have a really good idea. Right here. See? Let me... browse. I know exactly where it is, too, because I've been doing my... hold on. Desktop... my mods. It is a mod in my Space Engineers, by the way. That's not what I want. Oh, I'm gonna find it again. Give me a hot sec here, guys. Mods, LCD, Gul Havard. If that's the Mango logo, I just need textures, models. Where are my models? There we go. It's in the assets. Duh. There it is. Dragonbane. Interesting. Dragonbane. So, I might actually be able to do what I was kind of making a comment about before with editing videos and having pictures in there. Next time when I go to do this, I promise I'll I'll do that. Where I'll have, if I do have pictures, I'll be able to load them up. This is the Gulf of Art logo. Without the background, it'll be actually on the shirt, so it'll just have... Dude, no. Okay, so we've got that. There we go. So yeah, that is the Gulf of Art logo. You'll end up seeing those on shirts. I'm going to probably do a smaller version as well that'll sit up in the corner. It'll go on mugs and stuff. And there'll be various colors of the actual rose itself based off of different groups. I also kind of wanted to put them like on a button set and whatnot. I may actually have an Etsy shop open for that have those specific type of things in there that are handmade by either Chelsea or me. It'll probably start off with buttons. The beautiful thing about doing streams on Saturdays is Chelsea and her lovely sounds. You know, if you use the scissors on the bubble, why are you using it? Why are you using a knife? Use a scissors, hon. Yeah, but you're making it way louder just by trying to stab it, and you're gonna hurt yourself. Please don't do that. Don't stab yourself, hon. You have no idea how many times I've heard, "I'll be fine," and then immediately followed by, "Ow, shit."
Hey, no, I don't cut myself.
No, but you've hurt yourself on multiple other occasions without blades.
Give me an example.
On a live stream, hon. I'm not gonna embarrass you. I love you.
I don't think you have a single example.
I have like so many right now. So, yeah, that's pretty much the sum up for what we're doing. Please, wait. Hun, can you at least let me wait the last 15 minutes? I kind of want to get this done.
This is for my health.
Come on, Hun. Anyways, so all the things we've touched up on, we've got the updates on the schedules, we've got the updates in the videos, and kind of like some of the way I'm going to be putting those out there. Talked about my Patreon, the Redbubble, so this way you guys can get some swag if you want, though. By the way, in case you're all wondering, no, it's just Chelsea. She's unique. This is not the super epic premium tee, by the way. There are cheaper ones on there, which are just the basic tees. This is super duper comfy, and it's just the basic tee. So don't go on there thinking, oh man, I need to buy a $50 t-shirt. Whoa. No, it's like $20-ish. It's not even that expensive. It's actually really nice. I actually probably could pull it up. Nah, I don't have that practice with OBS, and I would probably make something weird. So we covered all of that. So that pretty much covers everything that I've really wanted to touch on today. You guys got to see Pop It. I've got to show you my shirt, which I'm super happy of. Oh yeah, and also the material is really nice. It's not that weird scrunchy stuff that like super is like uncomfortable. It's really nice. It is warm, by the way, and given this time of year, unless you're in California or anywhere really in the South, it's cold. So it'll be nice and cozy. You can get them in white as well. There's multiple colors. Now, yes, I've covered all the things that I wanted to cover. I usually kind of get a little long-winded on things. I usually have a couple other people in my chats, but they're really busy this Saturday, so that's no worries there. I want to hear kind of what your guys' opinions are at this case. If not directly on this stream now, comment on the videos. I definitely check all of my comments. Sometimes I don't get to them immediately because, like, say if I was out of town or something, I don't see it. And what do you think about my channel updates? These are going to be happening every Saturday. Patreon page updates are going to be happening every Saturday. Discord updates are going to be happening every Saturday until I feel like they are perfect the way they are. Currently, they're not, though. Well, I got the stream with Chelsea, so what I could do... Well, are you talking like starting a character brand new or playing or playing some characters pre-built? Because usually when it comes to streams, I'll end up streaming with Chelsea. But if let me think of what I got to do tonight. Huh. Well, like I said, Diablo 3 would be fun to play. I can play some with... Because tonight I'm going to be playing it with Chelsea. And that's very specific. If you like I said, we can probably play a little bit Sunday. Since Sunday's less busy, I'm just taking classes for most of that day. Sunday afternoon, we can probably play for an hour or two, you know, kind of get to know you a lot better. That's another thing that I want to do, by the way, with the Patreon thing, is probably try to get in the option of doing a Patreon game night where like a bunch of people are playing, which I think would be really fun. You know, that's kind of the best thing about Patreon is you get to chat and get to know people a lot easier rather than what short time I'm going to have with you now on here as just a live chat in one of my streams, which it is hard to kind of chat with people in live streams beyond, like, you know, really get to know them. Oh crap, I'm nowhere near that level. Holy smokes. New wizard does 30,000 damage and it is at an almost level 60. I'm sorry, I won't be able to match that. Me and Chelsea played through the game several times on my Xbox 360. And then we got an Xbox One and now we don't have that save anymore because we didn't upload it, I guess. I didn't even know I could. 30,000 damage and almost level 60. 30,000 damage and almost level 60. Diablo, a wizard. The new rebalance is so weird because I remember I was like, me and Chelsea were like, yay, 100 damage, and now we're just like, another 100 damage, whatever. And then we broke 1,000 in like the first 5 levels, and we're like, wow. Yeah, it was. No, what was it then? The first 10?
I don't know. We leveled insanely fast.
Yeah, we leveled really, really fast. Now I think about it. Well, it's not like we have any special buffs or nothing on there. We're not even playing on easy because since we haven't played through the game yet, like fully. Hello, Blue Wallpaper. Welcome. That's an interesting name, Blue Wallpaper. Since we have to play through the game entirely again, we only have access to like the first 3 difficulties, not the Torment difficulties, which is the one we're used to playing on. So we're actually going through the game super fast at this level, which is great since I'm not bothering on grinding every enemy now since we kind of already are doing a great job. Yeah, I know. I'm really sorry, Casey. I am nowhere near as epic as you are. Holy smokes. Do you want to tails you a joke? What's a good joke? I like jokes. Well, they have to maintain clean. Safe for work kind of stuff. The perfect son? Interesting. Let me pull it up here. Me? I don't smoke at all. There we go. Such an interesting conversation. There we go. I know. I'm a little lost too. But that is okay. Oh boy. So, yes, like I said, Casey, nowhere near as epic as you. Give us a little bit of time. He does drink whiskey. No, I don't. I know some people like to do drunk live streams, but I guess I've never really bothered drinking enough to get drunk, nor do I really care to drink a lot of alcohol. Um, it's more of a just sit back, have a single drink, and that's about it. It's all I really. It's not so much handle; it's just that I don't care for it. I guess booze in general. I mean, Winter Jack is my favorite thing to drink, but like I said, that's heavily diluted in cherry Coke, so not in anything. Not in anything crazy. I think I only got drunk once on my 21st birthday, and I think that's probably the last time I'll ever be drunk, which isn't a bad thing in my opinion. Oh boy, let me think. So we got that stream, Patreon tonight. Tomorrow I have classes for some stuff. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what's going on tomorrow night. I don't think I have anything going on. It really depends. I have to get a hold of my moderator, Gamers, and see if he was wanting to play a game. If not, yeah, probably tomorrow night. We were supposed to play Friday, but he ended up super busy. He moderates some other stuff too. Very busy guy. But yeah, it seems like we're doing pretty good. We're sitting at 1 o'clock. I have another stream that I got to prep for. That's going to be coming up on 3:30. That's going to be a story about my uncle. Then Monday night stream, which I'll do 8:30 as usual, and that'll be the Creative Space Engineer stream. And I am dabbling around with Medieval Engineers, so you may see some videos of that in the future. I probably won't do as many creative videos of that like early on. I'll probably be just doing a lot of survival with a lot of like added mods and fun stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh. So yeah, I think this was a pretty good update. Like I said, we'll do another update next week. If you have any more questions for me, then there you'll be able to answer them. I'll be able to answer them then. In same time as last time, 12 o'clock. I'll log in. You'll see my face. I'll be like, "Hello, everybody." Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the channel so far, and I can't wait to see what it's going to be. And I like I said, I want to thank everybody who've been supporting me, who's given me options to do this, and really helped out. Like Gamers with writing and handling a lot of some of the Discord work there. Chelsea taking care of all the editing work for the Patreon, and all the support from my family. Everybody's been amazing, and I've had an absolute blast. So that's going to conclude this update episode, and I will see you guys in the next episode. But as for update-wise, I'll see you guys next Saturday, okay? Thank you so much, Casey, for chatting with me in this stream. I've had an absolute blast talking to you. Definitely I'll have to check out your channel as well. I look forward to it. You guys take care, and there we go. You guys take care, and have a good night. Oh, by the way, I do a lot of my streams at night, so take care and have a good day. Mango, out! Bye-bye.